Hello, amazing artists. Today, we are going to be using Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as our inspiration for our art project. Please be sure to explore this slide on Schoology first before getting started. You may choose one or more of the activities. This month, we have been exploring lettering. Remember, lettering is the art of drawing letters, not simply writing them. You might remember the first week we talked about first writing out all capital letters and then just drawing around the outline to make bubble letters. And then last week we talked about simply again writing out capital letters and then using ovals around them as another method of creating bubble letters. This week, we're going to talk about adding a drop shadow and highlight to our letters. I decided that I'm going to use the word love for my artwork. You can choose whatever word you would like. I was inspired by Kid President on Soul Pancake to use the word love. You might choose a different word, peace, kind, leader, whatever you would like. Next, you can see I first wrote my letters in pencil, and then I went over each section with the ovals, like we learned last week. And now I am going around and outlining with marker around each of the ovals. Remember, after you've traced over all of the ovals with marker, you want to erase any of the other pencil lines. Next, we're going to add that drop shadow. You can add the shadow on either the right side or the left side of your letters. You can see all you have to do to add a shadow is just make it thicker. And then on the opposite side, you add a highlight. It's just that little line that I drew on the opposite side. So you can see one side you're making very dark, and on the other side you just put a little dot, kind of like a little curved line for a highlight. And then again, another drop shadow on the V, and then a little highlight on the opposite side. And again, the E, another drop shadow, and then I'll find a little spot for the highlight on the opposite side. I was so inspired by Kid President's story of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I love when he said to treat everyone like it's their birthday. How amazing is that? I decided, since I was inspired by his idea of love and having spreading love, that I would create a rainbow of skin colors. I encourage you to do the same with the word that you have chosen. You can see here, first I am making one curved line, and then I am just turning my paper and I'm making the other side of the rainbow, the other curve, and I'm just putting the lines down so I'll know where I'm going to add my color. Human skin color ranges from the darkest brown to the lightest hues, so I tried to find as many colored pencils as I could for my skin tone rainbow. Next, I decided to add some lines on top of what I just colored to add some texture. You might do the same with some lines or shapes, or you can create patterns. As you notice, each one of the bows of my rainbow, I have used a different color skin tone, as many as I can find. And I am just shading them in all around, and then I'm adding a few different textures and shapes all around the rainbow as well. I've decided to add a couple of hearts throughout the last part of my rainbow. You might decide to do that as well, or you can add stars or anything else you can think of. If you happen to do the word peace, you might add little peace signs around your rainbow. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. learned about love and helped others learn about love. He liked to spread love all the time. He liked to bring people together. And even when things got hard, he kept going and he changed things. He is known as an American hero. I want you to think about ways that you can spread love and bring people together, and random acts of kindness that you can do every day. The last step that I decided to add to my drawing is to add 2 clouds on either side of my rainbow. And then I thought, since we're talking about lettering, I would use words all around each of the curves of my cloud. I decided to use words inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., leader, kindness, respect, peace, change, freedom, and I've used these words all throughout the curves. Please remember, if you happen to be using a Sharpie marker at home to do your lettering, that you have some kind of messy mat underneath so you don't get your table dirty. You can see my messy mat is getting pretty messy with some marks from my Sharpie marker. So please be sure you're always using some sort of messy mat. Friends, don't forget, when you are done your project, you want to fill out your Google form, and then if you would like to share your art project with me, I would love, love, love to see what you create. You can leave me a message on Schoology, or you can head over to Flipgrid and show me what you created. Ta-da! All finished! Until next time, friends, remember to stay creative.